fair enough. And you know there's something good in there, too. You know it. Hey, Hurricane, welcome in. Good to see you. This makes you want to play D&D. Isn't it weird how that works, Val? Isn't it weird? Oh, island name. Chat, do your worst. One away from the funny number. Oh my god. Swell. Alright. I think that's the second. I think Cancer Labia. Jesus Christ, chat. I think this is the second island we've named after Swell. I think it is. I'm trying to remember like where all the other ones are. Accidentally hit enter. That's a shame. That's a real shame. You could have had Swell's whole. You were so close. Should name the next one after Swell. Oh my god. I'm staying out of this one. But Silvernail, you could be the one person that suggests actual names for the island. You just gotta be quick on the typey type. If Swell persists for more than 24 hours, seek medical help. Poor Swell. I assume maybe we want to come over here for the other islands as opposed to... You're gonna suggest... See? We could have had Cat Island from Ultima 7, chat. But no. Need to sit down and prepare a one-shot for the Discord peeps? Oh, hell yeah, there you go. Just steal a dungeon from some published adventure and just completely repopulate it. I've done that before. Take, like, the Tomb of Horrors, but make it into some, you know, appropriate dungeon or something. Then anybody that actually is familiar with the Tomb of Horrors, as soon as they see the beginning, they're gonna crap themselves. But that will only last for a little while. Yeah, see, there you go, the Tomb of Fun and Candy. Hilltop group canceling, and you're having withdrawals. I am sorry, that's no fun at all. No fun at all. Okay. Maybe it's further up here? I gotta give him props that, you know, it's the ocean and it's big and empty like you would expect an ocean to be, but uh-oh, 2 crew members are arguing on deck. Who's getting keel-hauled? Especially as the GM, you prepare stuff and then nothing. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I liked older editions of D&D, because it's so easy to just spitball stuff like on the spot, just have like really loose notes. Then you hit like 3rd edition and onward, and the amount of prep work just kind of really exponentially increased. An argument from the deck pulls your attention away from gentle rocking of the ship and the smooth expanse of blue on the horizon. Half of those fish were floating belly up, cries Bodil. Better we throw our whole catch than end up with a rot-bellied crew. They looked alive when we took 'em out, Tulik Longfrost retorts, gesturing violently at the pile of fish on deck. Fish die when you pull them out of the water, that's what fish do. Let's check them for signs of disease, how about that? Goldleaf. Several of the fish display discolored scales and bloated bellies, clear signs of disease. It's possible their meat could sicken the crew. See, Bodil asks Tuliak Longfrost, scowling. Are you trying to give us all the The squatting splatters. The squatting splatters check. Christ. In 2 weeks writing the campaign, players spend 10 sessions helping Gorgie the Provisioner get his family whole. Like, that's the other thing. That is that Silvernail knows. That's the other thing is, you know, you spend all this time prepping one thing and the party just completely 180s. And you DM Vampire and Star Trek almost always like that. Broad strokes and the rest on the fly before the dark eye. Yeah, exactly. The fish go back in the sea. I won't risk the crew's health. Hey, Jerry, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you bet Jerry gets a shout out. Jerry is wonderful. They play a little bit of everything. Last I saw, they were running some Fallout New Vegas, doing heinous things to poor defenseless NPCs with throwing spears. It was a good time. Very fun. Montezuma's Revenge, exactly. The crawling is going well. This has been pretty chill so far. Pillars of Eternity is nice and slow-paced. Very much a chill hangout game. I had a one-shot idea. Essentially, it's an escort mission, but you swear it's gonna be fun. Gotta love bullying NPCs. It's dangerous, Flo. Dangerous. Now I know. If I'm ever running a game for you, I'll have to watch out for the snark in the lip. Not rage-inducing, no. Oh yeah, I flushed Monster World. That game, ooh. Yeah, that made me very sad to play that. But no, we won't risk the crew's health. The wisest course, Captain. Bodil nods happily. The two hands dump the barrel overboard, returning the fish to the sea. Curious what kind of D&D player Flo will be. Chaos Gremlin. 100% Chaos Gremlin. I expect just full chaotic evil. You know, oh, we've got a survivor from this encounter with bandits, and Flo just evil eggplant grins and suggests that we like skin them and make coats out of the human leather. Really enjoyed it. You did grow up. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I did not like that game. I liked it until the volcano area. The volcano area just completely, it just felt like the game nosedived, sadly. Oh, that's a storm. Let's not. They don't fuck around the one time they played Baldur's Gate 3. See, that's scary. Oh, two members are playing a card game. We're not going to join in. You never do that if you're in a position of power. Yeah, we've done this one before. We walk away. Get on the island. There we go. We have a shipwreck and whatever that is. You find an abandoned dhow half buried in the sand. Wind whistles through gaping holes in the hull, making the sun-bleached wood creak and moan. Unopened cargo crates lie scattered around. We search. We gain some repair supplies. A deer wooden hognose cannon, which I think we have better. And that's it. Oh, a hidden village. Oh, they're demon worshippers.
I said no to talk. The drowned barrows are closed.
An elderly dwarf folds her arms, a disapproving frown warping the tattoos that encircle her face. There are consequences for being a chaos gremlin. They just end up in prison, but then it's prison. Yeah, to an extent. To an extent. Because it's like, okay, the bandits, right? You know, you get attacked by bandits, there's a survivor, and hey, we're going to make him into a suit. I mean, if there's no witnesses, you just got a human t-shirt. And that's how I expect Flo would strike.
If you want to join your son, you can offer yourself to Nemnock next season.
What's going on here?
An outlander.
Tatak goes starry-eyed with awe, but a hard... This is one thing this game does that I actually don't like. It uses NPC names in like the flavor text like this when we have no way to know that this guy's name is Tatak. As a player, we know, but our character doesn't know that. So like every time I see them use the NPCs' names instead of just like, you know, the man goes starry-eyed with awe.
This is Drunvik business, none of yours.
She turns her nose up at you.
Our elders crossed the land bridge to protect their children. You disgrace their memory, feeding our young to the mountain Anik.
The auburn-bearded dwarf waves towards an imposing peak on the horizon, its cliff face shaped like a leering skull.
Nemnok will release my son, or perish.
Oh really? Is this a monster I'm going to be killing? Tatak utters the words in a hate-filled whisper that causes Anik to hiss through her teeth. What happened to your son?
Kali sacrificed himself for the good of the tribe, right, Tatok?
I lived a full life in the shadow of the Barrows. Kali deserves the same.
If you reject Nemnok's accord, then you are truly lost. May Kali find peace in the embrace of the Mighty One.
Anik grits her teeth and marches across the settlement, turning her gaze to linger on the distant outline of the mountains. I spit on Nemnok. Yeah, these are maybe it's like some island deity or something. We're gonna try to murder it.
Leak through Anik's skull if she thinks I'll stand idly by.
We clear our throat. The chisel goes askew and draws a harsh line across the iron. Tatak's eye twitches.
There goes the rest of my day. What do you want, Outlander?
Sparing a glance, Tatak begins to furiously buff the metal with the edge of his fist. What was that argument about?
Our chieftain offered my Kali to the drowned Barrows.
He spits on his armor and rubs harder at the chisel mark.
Nemnok accepted him. An honor to some, a tragedy to me.
I mean, maybe Kali is just Nemnok's new boy wife or something. Who knows? What is Nemnok?
God of the island, a great terror of a being, but kind to us when we follow the rules.
He shakes his chisel at the stone idol at the center of the village.
His likeness is the most any of us have seen. We only meet his ogre minions who guard the isle. The children we send, they face him in the mountain.
I've heard nothing about a new god. This might bear a closer look.
Nemnok sure takes like a god. He demands readers, scribes, anyone handy with ink and quill. My Kali had the misfortune to be born clever.
He grimaces.
Did you say you'd go to the Mountain of Power? Would you find my boy while you're there?
He pauses his work to blink at Swell.
We send other tithes to the mountain as well. Gold, gems, items of power, if such things interest you.
I'll look out for Kali when I'm there.
My thanks, Outlander. I have no cause to expect help, but I'll take it where I can.
He inclines his head.
Next time it'll be Nemnok who pays.
He chews his lower lip and sighs. Alright, well, now, hopefully, we can go find this mountain and maybe... We're gonna do the thing, chat. We're gonna do the RPG thing. We're gonna kill God. Okay. I mean, there's that up there. Is that what I'm intended to... Again? Yeah. Yeah. There might be an area transition off of town here. Sometimes, you know, that's how you know you're a real RPG. As soon as you start fighting the divinities, that's the beginning of it. Can I just walk through town? Is that it? Is it this? Was I just a silly Billy? Oh. Okay then. That's portentous. Ah. A mountain commands the northern horizon. Its cliff face the likeness of a rotted skull. Scavenger birds circle high above its peak in a morbid halo. As you approach the base of the mountain, the beating of drums reverberates from the skull's gaping mouth and vacant eye sockets. Let's just go through the mouth. The overhanging jaw and upper palate eclipse the sky. An echo of voices from the throat of the mountain signal you aren't alone. Okay. Surely this will end well for us.
Looks like a skull, big evil monster statue at the entrance. I've got a good feeling about this.
Adair, quit being a smartass. We're all thinking it. You don't need to say it.
No.
All right, we got ogres. Oh no. I think we may be in trouble.
Attack.
Damn it, got away.
Oh, start doing violence. Loth, get out of there. Summon tentacles, Maya, dragons. These things are all, like, at least, what, I think 4 levels higher than us. This is probably out of our wheelhouse, but we'll give it an attempt. Yeah. We do! Because if we fight things that are the same level as us, we just curb stomp them. There's no challenge. But this is, I think, a little bit too far in the other direction, yeah.
Tell me, I need some help here.
Adair.
Can't get a clean hit. Funny how you only miss blood when it's good.
Anything is an adventure if you try hard enough, yeah. Like, you know, going down to the kitchen to get a snacky snack can be an adventure if I want to throw myself down a flight of stairs on the way there. It's harrowing. Alright, well, that's another area that we sadly are kind of just incapable of fussing with for now. Crazy. I don't know, maybe it's nearing time that we start actually working on the main story quest again. I don't know. I don't like it, but maybe. I suppose you're actually a shopkeeper, are you? No. I've fallen downstairs while I had the flu. It was not exactly. Exactly. That's the thing. That's what makes an adventure. Go head first. Val getting auto-modded. Jesus. Val, you got auto-modded for saying that you're not allowed to say you hate German. Yes. You're not allowed to be hateful, Val. Toxic positivity and all that bullshit. Okay, so what can we do? I mean, we can go to Nekataka and just turn this in. It is at or below your level. Success is likely. Or we can do main story. So let's just do main story stuff. Forge Alliance. You could go it alone, but chat won't survive the journey without significant upgrades. I'd need the very best hull and sails available in the Deadfire. Oh! I think somebody mentioned this. that if we want to, we can just be like, screw all of the factions, we'll do it ourselves. Who do I need to dropkick with love? You can dropkick me, Flo. Except you're tiny, so realistically, you'd probably just bounce off. Hey, BG Noise, good to see ya. I'm honestly very tempted to try going this alone. The very best hull and sails available in the Deadfire. The problem then is figuring out where the hell we get those. How do we know what the best is? You could never RP in German. Okay, as a stupid American who only speaks one language, what would make it harder to roleplay in German than in English? It's hella... Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. While we're here, I do want to talk with the palace in Serpent's Crown. Okay. We come upon a busy square. We just got two encounters there at once. We come upon a busy square, and yet an unexpectedly cold wind blows across the deck of our ship, and after several hours it has not abated. Eld Ingram sheepishly knocks at your cabin door. When he enters, his skin is pale and his brows dotted with beads of sweat. Begging your pardon, Captain, but this is an ill wind sent by Andra. We've sailed too long without offering her tribute. She's sure to punish us if we don't give her what she's due. Alright, we've had this before. We'll just toss the coins. I think we deserve to share the wealth. Wait, what? You over here neonorting the rescue crew that considering how much money you just dumped overboard, you should be able to pay the hands a little bit better. Now listen here, you little shits. Yeah, let's as the captain, I save money for emergencies like this. Are you saying you're the equal to Andra? The crew looks at Naya with pursed lips and furrowed brows. I wouldn't go that far, but you have to admit that... Naya begins to argue the point, but the crew's already having second thoughts. They shake their heads, mumble, and rub the backs of their necks. It doesn't take long for them to decide that the prospect of money isn't worth the blasphemy. They quietly slink back to their stations, grateful the wind has returned to normal. And then we, like, hang three of them. Wait, what? No, I just did this. I'm not... No. Fine, have another 1,000. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. Oh, things are getting fucked. You got... Oh no! I love that we can just be like, fuck off, Nia, get back to your stations. That was, like, scuffed as hell. Okay. This is a good video game. You see a billowing cloud of smoke behind the houses ahead of you. Game, let me play you! Let me play you! In the higher reaches of Neketaka, slanting shanties and buildings of foreign design fall away to be replaced by colorful open homes with wide wooden doors boasting intricate reliefs. Rather than pest you for a bit of coin or a bite of food, the children here try to sell you tickets to a play or extol the benefits of the public baths. You turn a corner and plunge into commotion. One of the great homes crackles before you, completely ablaze. Most of the Wana stare, enraptured by the flames, but a few crowd or run for the fire brigade. Examine the house. It's on fire! The home seems no different than the others in the district, though perhaps a bit larger than average. Bright blue paint flecked with white accents peels over sturdy stone, where it hasn't already blackened by fires. The large front doors are open, coughing smoke into the streets, and you think you can make out shadowy movement within. Fresh torches lie on the eaves above. It seems this was the work of arsonists. I'll put out the torches with frost magic. Aloth. Let's see, what do we have? Freezing pillar. No, we're gonna do freezing pillar. We'll drop like an ice comet on the house. Aloth chants and you feel the balmy tropical air plunge into coolness. The powerful blast of cold extinguishes the torches, leaving a slick coat of rime on the eaves around them, but the flames have already spread into the depths of the home. Enter the house! You plunge through the open doors, an arm raised protectively over your mouth. Smoke surrounds you and the heat plucks at your skin, curling your hair. Then you see the bodies. Sprawled out on the main room are 3 corpses. 2 lie on the floor, wounds still from small, thin blades oozing blood. A third draped over a long, low chair, her body punctured by crossbow bolts. Loot the bodies! Well, I mean... Oh, let's see. Investigate for clues? A faint trail of bloody footprints mark a path towards the back of the house. Pursue the arsonists. You burst through the back into an almost abandoned street. A group of ragged kith holding torches are the only people present. You know, one holds a bulging sack stained with blood. One of the kith, a broad-shouldered human in a tight-fitting mask, scowls. Got ourselves a hero, seems. Sadly for you, the boss were clear on us, leaving no witnesses. Grinning, the thugs draw their weapons, spreading to surround you. Yeah, no. This is for the people in the house. We're just gonna fight these guys. Look who sneakily streamed and ruined your That's what you get, Celt. Welcome back. Welcome back to getting a 3-stream streak. It's okay. Be mad. Yeah, skeleton rage. The only... See, to me, having your streak reset is a good thing because you get the extra points. You get the bonus points more quickly initially, and then it slows off. Yeah, Celt, not a real fan. Ah, I knew it. I knew it deep down. I really did. I have a feeling, yeah, these guys are just incredibly outmatched here.
Right between the eyes.
Yeah. Hardly a fan of anything. Mood, I can get behind that. Arsonist doing arson with a fire elemental? What?
Got someone in my sights.
What's going down here? Oh, another fire elemental. And when you look at people who are claiming they're fans of something, fuck them. Celt, are you having a day? Are you being a snarky boy?
Give me the order. Your orders?
Celt's just mad, chat. He's mad that he lost his streak. I'm being German. Oh, I was just waiting for you to be like, oh, you know, anybody that says they're fans is a liar because they're not using their bodies to spin and agitate the air around them or something. I don't know. Okay, that was, I guess, just like a random little occurrence there. Okay, cool. Video games. How many Germans are in the stream? Yeah, they are everywhere. They come in and they make shit-ass puns, and I have to keep my eyes from rolling so far backwards that I can see my own brain. Yeah, the European presence on my streams is very strong because I used to stream at what was like 2 to 6 a.m. my time, and so all the morning Europeans would swing in.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
Yeah, we'll give him the rubbing. A riddle on the island pointed the way to Akaizo. He accepts the chart in silence, holding it up to the light and poring over every detail with interest. His hands tremble as he holds the paper.
An unusual accounting of the Isles, I say. Each one measured in relation to...
His finger drips up to the sigil of Akaizo, and he nods. Do you have what you need to find Okaizo?
If I did, my sister would hold a parade in your honor. Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path, but I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all.
Grinning all the while, he rolls up the parchment and tosses you a heavy pouch of coins. 1,700 copper. We made more mapping and naming islands after, like, German poop words. Well, you were clever enough to make me want to rip out their own eardrums with puns. Oh my god. No, Flo, not you two, please. Please. Have mercy, not you. You're supposed to be the good one. You're supposed to be the good one, Flo. There aren't many of you. I need you to stay there. Favorite tidbit about Germans being everywhere. You were in Peru, went to a village you can only get to by hours and hours of bus, middle of nowhere. Boom, Germans selling sausages. Oh my god. Let's see. We could try to diplomacy him for more money, but no. We say nothing.
When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost Ukaizo. Watcher, I take it that none of my people escaped the clutches of that island.
He hangs his head as the truth becomes
I
apparent.
sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes and a vague hope.
Maybe you like being mischievous. Yes, I can see that. 100. Yes. You strike me as a mischievous person, Flo. Like I said, a little chaos gremlin.
May Ngati thank them for their courage and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas.
Let's see. I destroyed the original chart. This way at least no one will be able to find it.
No, you misspoke, I say. The labor of our ancient navigators after it survived a millennia.
I do smashy smashy.
Then this is the last. Ikira. Maybe the last we will ever hear of them.
He touches the roll of parchment with quiet reverence.
At least the wisdom of our ancestors is safe from our enemies.
Freddy Years was driving through Murka at random gas station. He stubbed his foot and cursed in German. Turns out the gas station owner was German too. Then they talked, had barbecue, and a beer. Jesus Christ. Let's see. I had some trouble with the Royal Deadfire Company on the open sea.
Kira, they would not let you escape with what they could so easily steal.
Yeah.
May Ngati splinter their mast, and if they survive to land, may the jungle cover their bones.
The bark cloth was a message from the Wahaki to deter any visitors.
For what do they protect Matario Kozi, when its knowledge could help all Huana? One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences.
Nothing more to report.
This is much to learn in a day, even for this warrior.
He touches his brow and
I
considers.
sent the expedition to their fate, and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day.
We say nothing.
May all who fell on Matario Kozi slip through the eel's jaws. Huana and outsider alike.
He bows his head.
But on to brighter times, I say. If Ukaizo can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest.
The mask of grief breaks under the pull of a broad smile.
Too much has happened for you to waste words with a royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden. Only, be kind to her cats.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
You say this now, but Onikaza pays better than her royal pinch fist of a brother. May the wind caress your sail.
Alright. He was chill. I have no problems with the prince. No, Brendan, we do not. There we go. Oh, we have to talk to her feet.
Every
Oh
corner of
god.
the Deadfire babbles of the devastation from Magran's teeth.
The queen wears a furrow down her brow that looks fixed in
And
place.
Eothas marches on Ukaizo while I juggle armloads of enemies. This is no coincidence. Nagati is testing me, I say.
It certainly feels that way.
If you have spent any time in the Deadfire at all, the myth of lost Ukaizo can be no mystery.
Got the ducks cleaning done. Nice. Glad to hear it, Michiru. Hell yeah. Let's see. The chart on Motario Koji seemed to treat the Okaizo like the center of the world.
Akira, and with good reason. They say the beaches of Ukaizo spanned impossible horizons, and its towers graced the light of distant stars.
She blinks at the sky, her gaze tracing an unknown shape.
At night, I even... but it is nothing.
She waves the matter aside as if brushing at a moth. Go on.
For what do the tribes not fight each other? For what are we united if not to take back lost Ukaizo?
She shows her teeth. It's difficult to tell if she is smiling or grimacing.
Under Wodika's gaze do we keep order. Atop Nagati's seas are we tested. From Akuhu's bowels do we carry wisdom back to the tribe.
You sure that's wisdom?
Revelation comes from unlikely places, soldier. I say you should have learned this on the battlefield.
Onikaza nods to Adair.
The gods want this for us, I say. We have come this far to restore order and earn back our empire.
Chuckling to herself, Maya shakes her
You
head.
have thoughts, soldier?
Valia came here to make some coin. Rauatai followed to catch up with Valia. Now the Huana are scrambling to catch up to Rauatai. It'd be funny if it wasn't gonna get so many good people killed.
Anyone who stands in our way is a wave to be crested. Your superiors should know this already. So, Watcher, do we unite and sail for Ukaizo?
Oh. Do we side with these folks? I think of all the factions we've had dealings with, these have been the least shitty of them. So yeah, I guess so. I'd be honored to sail into your banner in search of Okaizo. Make your own banner. I could, but I don't know where we get the materials for it.
Akira, to Ukaizo and the prosperity of the Huana.
We burn them. That's the thing. Launch a one-party crusade against all three factions. A cloth. God damn it, Poyle.
Waste no time, Watcher. Myru's silence troubles me.
Make a... Ela, no. No. Good God. Good God. Alright. Can we pet the cats? We cannot. I mean, we can click on them, but it doesn't do anything. Just Ela being Ela. Oh God, now there are two of you. Jesus Christ. Oh no. Chat. What are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna do with you, chat? I wonder if the merchant's here. The merchant? No! Ah, I wonder if maybe they're only here like certain days of the week or something. Ban? I mean, I could. I don't think it would be his first one either. Eel's eating a ban here and there. Mostly for the meme. Damn it, Venancio. Merchant went to a better place like a tavern. Man, it must be nice. Just, you know, world-ending stuff happening. Nah, I'm gonna go get drunk. Okay, so I assume we're supposed to sail up there or something. I wasn't really paying attention while she was talking at us. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I assume we're just supposed to sail up here now. It begins. Camera, are you not going to follow my boat for whatever reason this time? I mean, we don't need to pay attention. We probably should, but no. Y'all been watching me long enough to know that this is a very slipshod channel. All right, let's get in here. There's plenty of ocean to sail and lands that explore. What lies ahead dwarfs them all. All right, we continue. You set a course through the channel into the uncharted, turbulent seas. The storms of Alundra's mortar encompass the visible horizon. Hurricane winds roar like an imprisoned beast, blowing with enough force to warp the very seas. Past the curtain of rain and above the swell of waves, you can just barely perceive the outline of colossal Adra pillars. Alright, sail into it. No sooner does Chat head into the turbulent waters than you catch sight of a ship speeding after you, its sails flapping violently in the winds. Someone has followed you, but it remains to be seen whether they can keep up, but for now, the storm is concerning enough. Fired up Pillars of One again, killed the whole castle, and now the brother reigns. By his character, I assume I will go back to the castle and clean again and then get... Yeah. Absolutely. Headscarf whipping in the wind, Nia frowns. Gods, Captain, if any of us had known. With a shake of the head, the mariner chuckles. Damn. Oswald stands at the rail. Much as I hate agreeing with Nia. Damn. There ain't no charts for what lies ahead. Perched on the rail, one hand clinging to the rigging, Tuliak Longfrost laughs, lips curling over uneven teeth. You kidding me? This be exactly the kind of shit I signed on for. The hand howls into the wind. A hand falls on your shoulder, and you turn to see Eld Engrim. We go now where gods would not have us tread, yet the Skeen guided us here. Skane guided us here. Inexorable and incontrovertible. The hand's smile balances on the knife edge between comforting and disquieting. Have faith. Both hands on the wheel, Bodil stares out across the whitecaps. We're really doing this, ain't we? Setting sail into the mortar itself. Gods help us. Aethys threatens everything and everyone you know. Whatever you love, whatever you hold sacred, we're here to save it. Oswald winces. Must we, though? Might someone else not be up for it? Nia nods, striding forward. Not one of us took this commission thinking we'd be heroes, but here we are. Let's show this oversized squall our true mettle. Hey, a little bit of morale. Heading into the mouth of the storm, you hear the sound of tearing canvas as the wind batters your sails. An unfavorable omen to start of a hard voyage. You press on in spite of misgivings, intent on making it to the bitter end. Oh no, our sails take damage. Looming in the water ahead stands a pillar of Adra. It reaches from the seafloor to pierce the sky like a god-sized finger aimed in accusation. Before you can worry about the pillar ahead, your ship jolts and the hull groans against Adra lurking beneath unseen waves. Two things happen in quick succession. The sound of splitting wood fills your ears, and the ship starts to drift at a lethargic pace. Without needing to confirm it, you know you're taking on water. The vessel dips beneath the waves and sink, taking all that... Wait, what?
In spite of all your efforts, you are unable to overcome the terrible power of Andra's mortar. Your ship is overwhelmed, and you with it. It takes only moments for the entire vessel to be swept beneath the waves. As you sink into the depths, the din of the storm recedes above you. Soon, it is little more than a muffled rumble. You are alone in the dark, awaiting death. Your lungs begin to burn. In the distance, you can see a dim light making its way toward you. A plaintive tune accompanies it. A woman's voice. Somehow, it calms you, in spite of your circumstance. The light reaches you. It is attached to a large anglerfish, its scales glittering in the darkness. The woman's singing ceases as the voice speaks to your mind. We had high hopes for you, Watcher of Cadnua. Your body betrays you, drawing in a large gulp of seawater. Your chest spasms. The pain is unbearable. Be still now. Forget your pain. Forget your struggle. The anglerfish's light begins to dim and turn sideways. But perhaps it is your sight that is failing. Your body that is turning. You can't seem to think straight. Forget. The sensation of pain begins to fade. Then all sensation fades. Forget. The rest is darkness.
I have no idea. The game is currently just kind of locked up. I think it might be loading into the main menu. Oh no! We got an ending. Okay. Well. Okay then. We beat the game. That was Pillars of Eternity. Do we do the evil thing and just call it here, chat? Do we just call it here, or do we want to see an actual ending?
GG, easy lose. It's a GG, easy lose. Everybody know.
And Schmoop wasn't even here to say it. Schmoop spent years trying to get me to play this, and I think they have been here for like maybe all of one stream of this. The shit talking will continue until morale improves. I don't know. I don't know. Do we? I think maybe go for a proper ending. Yeah. I should try for an ending, but it'd be baller if I could, right? People on the internet would be so mad. And now what I need to do is like go onto Steam or whatever and review it and say, yeah, the ending was really sudden. Like, we just sailed into this storm and died. What kind of ending for a game is that? What's next on the agenda? I honestly, for our big RPG, I don't know. I know it's gonna follow ActRaiser 2. I mean, we could go and do Rogue Trader. I do want to play Rogue Trader. Rename the previous stream parts to True... Oh, see? There you go. I finished the game while you were in the bath. I'm sorry, Silvernail, you missed it. It was the most epic thing I've ever seen in a CRPG, I think. I don't know how to describe it to you. It was like a breath of fresh air, really. A little bit jarring. It kind of blew in parts. But overall, no, it was like, you know, getting splashed in the face with some water. It was something very unique. And I'm pretty pleased with it so far. I gotta say, it happened quick though. It happened quick. You'd be a total Hume rogue trader, except greed and unusually big. Oh my god. The 10,000 monkeys, yes. Yes, the 10,000 monkeys really did it for me too. No, I think we should probably go for a proper ending. I figured that the Juana were gonna like meet us there or something, but no, I guess not. They just let you sail out into the megastorm and die. Felt more like a game where well, that's exactly what it was, Poil. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I'm glad I quick saved here. Let's go back to Neketaka then. And figure out who we have to pester. Next should be Lunar Silver Star Story. I just played Popful Mail at your suggestion, Silvernail. I don't know if I want to jump immediately into something else, and I have a feeling Lunar Silver Star Story is probably a little bit... Ooh, there's a remaster. Immediate distraction. Oh man, that looks like some peak anime right there. Let's see, 1992 on the PS1. That's a nice looking little game. Cute. I want to bookmark that so I don't forget it. There we go. Oh god, Septerra Core. I'm not a fan of Septerra Core. I've tried playing that multiple times and I just bounce off it. It's the combat, it just drags. I don't know. No, it's gonna be... I'm leaning pretty strongly towards Rogue Trader, honestly, after this, for like the year-long epic RPG. I don't know, we'll see. Let's go to the rooftop and see if maybe we can just talk to the Queen again and get some information. Maybe we'll finally start that Fate Gates of Dawn playthrough. I figure we'll be done with it in, you know, I don't know, by 2030 maybe. Alright. Alright, I'm back.
Watcher, I hope you're enjoying my city.
Okay. Journal, the coming storm. It's just forge alliances or prepare your ship, but we've forged an alliance. Yes, see, she has expressed an interest. Working for her would mean giving Ukaizo back to the Huana, which I'm fine with. But how do we go further with that?
I hope you're enjoying my city.
You've been in my head since we first met.
Ah, Akira. But listen how the Watcher flatters me.
Yeah, I saw exactly how she was going to interpret that. She chuckles to herself and shares a smile with attendants in earshot. When her gaze swivels back to you, a presence like a storm cloud settles over your thoughts.
I cannot plant a seed in untilled soil. Akira, I want for there to be trust between us.
She raises her eyebrows to make sure you're paying attention.
The trading companies send spies to every corner of the mountain. I say there are places they cannot go.
Masked beneath a casual gesture of scratching her cheek, she taps the side of her head. What? No, I understand, Highness.
But you did not climb all the way up the mountain to pay compliments, I say.
You feel a light tug as the mental connection breaks for now. She settles back in her chair and nods at you, her eyes straying to her attendants only briefly. I wish to discuss the Huana.
We are the stewards of the Deadfire. Our ancestors made this pact with the goddess Nagati long before Ukaizo, before the island vanished.
You mentioned a pact with Ngati?
The one which taught us to shape water.
A light, youthful smile overtakes her.
It is said that Nagati bound her 4 guardians to protect the islands, the Adra, the seas, and the tribes. In return, she gifted them the forms of water shaping. For so long as our promise is kept, the goddess gives us dominion over water.
Awfully cozy how the tribes get to use the endorsement of a goddess in a land dispute.
If that is all you see, then Nagati's lesson is lost on you. May I live to see Rauatai's conceit unravel them from within. Speak on. A friend of the crown.
Okay, let's go talk to her brother. If I do this, will it just take me down to the front door by any chance? Just trying to save loading screens here as best as possible. No, this is not at all where I wanted to be. Dang it. Why do we even have those stairs?
A friend of the Armada, here to spy for the enemy, I say.
Wait, what? He crosses his arms. I have questions about you and the Huana.
Ikera, both topics I know well.
Let's see. I want to know more about Ukaizo.
My sister would say that Ukaizo is the birth canal of the tribes, and we are destined to return and discover ourselves again. Ask Onikaza if you would know more. She is the family historian. I am the family arsenal.
Okay. No
While
further
you're
questions,
in
I guess.
Neketaka, enjoy your
I kind of don't know what the hell. I don't know who I should talk to. I'm gonna check the like town world map and see if there is perhaps like a boat place we can go to and maybe outfit ourselves. Hey Albrism, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There is a boat merchant. Okay, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. Because, I mean, I know if I go to the big town map, we can come into supply and actually look at things in here. But like unless these are like the best ones that we can get like for sales and the whole, because like these are the most expensive ones and they're at the top of like the shop list, that leads me to believe that maybe that's what we're intended to be doing. So yeah, if need be, we can most certainly buy ship upgrades. I would just prefer to kind of go with a faction here. So that's kind of what we've worked into. I'm not sure if they're the best. That's okay. It's one of those things that even if I bought them and they're not, I'll still have them, and that'll be okay down the line, I suppose. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I do want to poke around. So like, let's see, where would docks be? I would say Queensberth, or perhaps the Brass Citadel. Let's check the Brass Citadel.